She wasn't a king. She wasn't a soldier. But when her people's dignity was threatened, she stood tall with fire in her eyes and courage in her soul. This is the story of Yaa Asantewaa, the Queen Mother who led a war against the British Empire and changed the course of African resistance forever. Part 1. Early Life of Yaa Asantewaa. Yaa Asantewaa was born around 1840 in Besease, a town in the Ejisu-Juaben district of the Ashanti Kingdom, in what is now Ghana. She was born into the royal family and belonged to the powerful Oyoko clan, one of the main matrilineal clans of the Ashanti people. She grew up during a time when the Ashanti Empire was a dominant force in West Africa. Her early life was shaped by the traditions of leadership, storytelling, and cultural pride. Her brother, Afrane Panin, later became the chief of Ejisu, and as custom dictated, Yaa Asantewaa was appointed the Queen Mother of Ejisu, a title that came with great political and spiritual authority. Even as a child, Yaa Asantewaa was known for her sharp mind, strong will, and deep understanding of her people's traditions. She paid close attention to matters of governance and justice, traits that would later define her legacy. Part 2. Rise to Power. As Queen Mother, Yaa Asantewaa was deeply involved in political decisions, including the power to nominate and depose chiefs. But her true test came at the turn of the century. In 1896, the British exiled the Ashanti King Afrane Panin to the Seychelles after refusing to surrender the Golden Stool, the sacred throne of the Ashanti people. The Golden Stool wasn't just a seat, it was a spiritual symbol that embodied the soul of the Ashanti nation. The Ashanti could survive the loss of a king, but not the loss of the Golden Stool. In 1900, things escalated when British Governor Frederick Hodgson arrogantly demanded to sit on the Golden Stool, claiming it as the symbol of British authority. This demand was seen as a direct insult to Ashanti sovereignty, sparking fury across the kingdom. Part 3. The War of the Golden Stool. At a secret meeting of Ashanti leaders, most of the male chiefs hesitated to fight, but Yaa Asantewaa rose in defiance and delivered one of the most iconic speeches in African history. Is it true that the bravery of the Ashanti is no more? If you, the men of Ashanti, will not go forward, then we, the women, will. I shall call upon my fellow women. We will fight. That rallying cry changed everything. Yaa Asantewaa was chosen to lead the Ashanti army, an almost unthinkable decision at the time, but she proved her worth. In March 1900, she led an army of thousands in what became known as the War of the Golden Stool. Her warriors laid siege to the British fort in Kumasi, cut off supply lines, and resisted for months using guerrilla warfare and brilliant tactics. The British, shocked by the resistance, were forced to call for reinforcements from other colonies. Even though the British eventually overpowered the Ashanti with superior weapons and manpower, Yaa Asantewaa's leadership inspired not only her people, but other African nations as well. Part 4. Capture and Exile. In 1901, after months of battle, Yaa Asantewaa was captured along with several other leaders and exiled to the Seychelles. There she spent the final 20 years of her life. She never saw her homeland again. She died in 1921, but her story didn't end there. The flame she lit continued to burn in the hearts of her people. Part 5. Legacy. Yaa Asantewaa's legacy is larger than life. She is remembered as one of the greatest women in African history, a symbol of resistance, courage, and female leadership. In 2000, Ghana celebrated the Yaa Asantewaa Festival, marking 100 years since her legendary war. A museum was built in her honor, and schools across Ghana teach her story to inspire future generations. Her spirit lives on in the fight for freedom and justice across Africa and beyond. Yaa Asantewaa showed that no matter your gender, your voice matters, your courage matters. And when your people are threatened, even one voice can lead a revolution. Outro. Call to action. Yaa Asantewaa stood up when everyone else sat down. Her legacy reminds us that true leadership doesn't need a crown or a throne, just courage. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let Yaa Asantewa's name be remembered across the world.